Alright, so, firstly, here is one of my guys. Oh, the focus sucks, sorry about that. This guy isn't completely cleaned up yet like I wanted, but if you look at some of the Au'Taal Sept designs in all the lore and everything, there's kind of this hint of blue over a lot of the black. So this guy still got that. It looks really dirty to me, so once I actually put it up there, it just wasn't as neat. Also, you can see some of the lines down here on his leg pads, how they haven't really completely, leg pads, that's weird. Anyway, how they haven't really completely been cleaned up yet. Like I said, I just haven't had time to finish all of these yet. So, that's kind of how it ended up. I also got the pattern on the rifle as well. I do have some future plans to finish this, clean it up, and maybe put some sort of a very light blue wash over the black to kind of make all of that, so you can see it on the helmet there a lot more, to make it all look a lot prettier. And of course, you know, I've got more plans to do with all of the metal and everything else that's not covered in that style. This is just where I'm at so far. Also, I managed to put the Au'Taal Sept sigil on the base there, so that's pretty neat. Moving on to the stealth suit. This one's a lot less cleaned up, as you can see, especially on the weapon there. I still have all that dirty blue everywhere. But you can kind of see some fade remnants of a mix of paint I tried to use before. It didn't work, as a quick heads up. I tried to wet blend, and it looked like that, except that's a lot more cleaned up than it did before. You look on the shoulder pad there, it's a lot prettier and a lot more refined. That's kind of where I want to go with most of this. And of course, again, these models are not finished, or at least these two aren't in my opinion. This base is a custom base I've been working on. I'm not too thrilled on it, but that's nothing important right now. It's certainly not going to have the sigil like the other two do. Finally, this one, in my opinion, is pretty well done. I went ahead with a solid blue thigh pad there. That's what it's actually called, I'm sorry, thigh pad. I went with a solid blue one instead. It just seemed a little neater, and it kind of makes it more distinct. This is, of course, my my commander for Kill Team. He's a Cater Fireblade, just custom built. Sorry about my focus wanting to be a pain in the butt there. I also went to make him more distinct with his shoulder pad being the solid blue and the solid black. And yes, that is a chainsword from a Space Marine. Seemed like a good idea at the time. I also green stuffed that cape, as you can see there, so I experimented with that a bit. I might do the same thing with the light blue wash I was thinking about before on that cape. Haven't fully decided. And the shoulder pads, as you can see, are much cleaner now. Maybe, if it'll focus. That's better. It's a lot cleaner. And of course, once again, I went with the sigil on the base. You might notice that his feet are solid black, when normally you can see like the hooves and everything else. Kind of feel like being a commander or something like that might be more hidden under a boot or something, so, but I might change that in the future. I haven't fully decided yet. Like I said, these guys aren't completely finished, but he is the closest to as done as I would call done so far. So, some things to keep in mind. There's plenty of update to be done. All it really is Abaddon Black, a couple of different blues. I want to say Temple Guard Blue. I've got my notes somewhere. I'll get back to you on that one. Probably put it in the comments or something. But it's basically a light blue and then a slightly lighter blue, and then on the base I used some white on the edges and cleaned it all up. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy.